Hey guys, Brian from Reptiles here. You know what? Once a gambler, always a gambler. And today we're gonna deep down into our lottery corn snake project. And I mean, yes, you're looking at it right now. I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan. I'm a deadbeat Dallas Cowboys fan. And I mean, you know, for everybody that is a Dallas Cowboys fan, we have to be endlessly positive. And being positive has always been my motto. So I mean, right away, I'm looking at projects that we have probably one chance on 1,000 to hit something, but you know what? I'm positive, we're going for it, and let's hope we win the Super Bowl.
Did you hit it?
Huh?
Did you hit it?
Let's hope we win the Super Bowl, because we're gonna win the Super Bowl. I'm telling you right away. This you hear it here first. All right, so guys, we're gonna go right into the project right now. So we're talking about our lottery corn snake project, which is caramel, sun-kissed, scaleless, diffused combo. We're talking about 4 different recessive genes that were mixed into it. Luckily for us, there was another gene, a hypo, that was added to it. So we're working on 5 recessive genes, and to hit our lottery snake, we got one chance on 1,024. 1,024 to hit. Corn snake world, you know, it's much easier because we have a lot more eggs compared to, for example, ball pythons that give only 5 to 8 eggs on average. We actually produced about 100 eggs of those from basically 4 different females. So I'm going to showcase you guys the adults right here today and the origin of this project. So right away, we have here, this was our original scaleless male. It was a scaleless diffused male. I'm going to pull him right out because he is definitely really cool, and he's one of the ones. He's about 10 years old now. He's one of our original in our scaleless corn project, which is really cool. Now the diffused, there's a lot of different, like I have always had confusion when I was dealing with the diffused gene because I was used to the blood gene. But we know, one thing that we know is that all bloods are diffused, but not all diffused are bloods, being the blood basically selectively bred for the orange line. Now the diffused, definitely one thing that we look at is the belly. The belly is very white and red. So these are things that we're gonna look into when we basically hatch out babies to try to figure out what we have. Because honestly, when it comes to a project like this, most of the babies that we produce either have never been done before or we have never done them before.
So that's a scaleless diffuse.
So that is a scaleless diffuse. Now the original mother is a caramel sun-kissed or a honey. So they're definitely really amazing because of the green to it, the yellowish coloration on them is really amazing. So I mean, I don't even need to show you the belly. This is just how they look, how they are. The sun-kissed have a very distinct head pattern, especially as babies. When it comes to scaleless sun-kissed, honestly, I had never produced some until this year. So it's definitely another learning curve, but I mean, she has been definitely a snake that we've been working on adding a lot of like sun-kissed to all our breeding projects. So basically we bred them about maybe 4 or 5 years ago, and we made some babies, and then all that came out were just a bunch of normals. So we had basically normal looking, het scaleless, diffused, caramel, sun-kissed. So it's a quad head. But out of that, we figured out that basically both our adults, or actually one of the adults, was basically head hypo as well, because we will have some hatched out. So this is just this normal looking, but we call them the lottery project because it's just, there's just so much potential.
So that's a pentahead.
Pentahead, exactly, if you want to use those terms. Now, so out of 100 babies, you know, like we didn't hatch out necessarily 100, but we hatched out some really cool things, and we're going to go through most of the babies together on what we do. We're going to start with the scaled animals, and then we're just going to dive into the pinnacle of our production of what we actually produce. And pray with me, let us know, like you can let us know in the comments below if you believe that we actually hit it, you know. And I mean, I can't wait to show you guys where we're at. So to start off, we're going to go right here. I have a sun-kissed just a regular sun-kissed corn snake. So these guys, again, you can see the pattern on the head, really beautiful. Now, I'm not going to go like through just the normal genes, the caramels, the normals. We've had a ton of normals. We had some hypos, but we're gonna start from the sun-kissed gene and we're gonna work our way up. So this is a sun-kissed corn snake, posset, everything. We then have a sun-kissed diffused. So this one has like this blood gene to it. So you can see the diffused in this snake is actually makes it a lot more orange. Now again, guys, this is not 100%. It's still a working project. There's a lot of these genes that I do not have, but I do identify by comparison. So I always, depending what I hatch out, is where that goes. So I'm going to show you guys the belly on here to showcase a little bit what we have. Now, this belly here, there's still a lot of checkered markings, but as you get to the bottom, it gets a little bit more and more red, which the diffuse has definitely, it enhances that. This little guy just bit me. He didn't like that. Now, so this is a sun-kissed diffuse. Now here we have a sun-kissed hypo. Might be sun-kissed hypo diffuse. This one. Let's see on the belly right here, just to verify. So this one here is for sure a sun-kissed hypo, because you can see like there's just like no black coloration to the snake. And then the belly is a little bit hard. So if it is diffused or not, I'm not 100% sure, but it definitely looks really cool, really amazing. And as they get bigger, definitely color do come up.
So that is technically a double recessive.
It's a double recessive minimum and a possible triple.
Yeah. That's 66% for two others.
Exactly. Now, also we have, this is another, just a normal double recessive like we're used to. So this is like the mom. So this is a honey. So it's a caramel sun-kissed. You can see the coloration to it, like very beautiful. Again, when it comes to diffused, it's hard to say. The sun-kissed with everything, it has a very nice contrast to all the different colors to it. It's really cool. Now here is what I believe would be just gonna move this, either a hypo honey or a diffused honey. So this would be a triple recessive snake. And we can showcase the belly. I love the pattern on the head. It's really amazing. So let's check this little belly. Not very happy. And then, okay. Don't like nothing. So here we go. So you see the belly is very checkered. With caramel, it's very hard to be able to witness some red to it. So my guess on this one is a hypo caramel sun-kissed.
It has to be a hypo, man. You seen how it tried to bite you?
You know what? That makes total sense. We've seen it in all the other videos. Hypos hate me.
It has to be a hypo.
And you know what? Like with that, I'm 100% sure it's hypo.
There you go.
Because hypos seriously hate me. Okay, guys, so we're gonna dive in to scales right away. So right here we have a scaleless sun-kissed. I'm just gonna move this here, right here. There you go. So this is a scaleless sun-kissed. Now, the sun-kissed, again, I was talking to you guys about the contrast that sun-kissed give. So you can see the saddles on the back that are highlighted by those black patterns seems to be very typical when it comes to sun-kissed scaleless. Now, the head pattern, it's a little bit more confusing because once you take scales out on snakes, there's a lot of patterns that seems to appear, but it definitely looks a little bit different. So that's really amazing. Now here we have a sun-kissed hypo. So you can see how lighter this color, there's no black to it. Is like it comes up a little bit more purplish color, but definitely really amazing. So right away, guys, this is a triple recessive. And then let us know, like, what are the odds to have a triple recessive? Antoine, what is it?
164.
1 on 64. So it's one chance on 64 to be able to produce this beautiful animal. And I mean, it's really, really stunning. Now, different. So we're talking now another triple recessive, but you remove the hypo and you add the diffused instead. So you know what? I'm going to pull out the other one at the same time so we can really see the difference. So this here would be a scaleless sun-kissed diffuse. You could see the enhancement of the red on this animal. It's really, really amazing compared to this one here. So you have the caramel sun-kissed, not the caramel sun-kissed, but the sun-kissed scaleless. You have a scaleless sun-kissed diffused and a scaleless sun-kissed hypo. Now I'm going to keep this one here just a little bit because people might say, you know what, this one might look like it has diffused. But luckily enough for us, we actually do have this one here. So here we go. So this here is a quad hit, visual scaleless corn. So again, we're going to go through it with us. So it's a scaleless, hypo, sun-kissed, diffused. I mean, hypo washes out some of the pattern and the contrast, but when it's mixed with diffused, it really comes back and enhances it definitely a lot.
This one doesn't have diffused. This one you add on top diffused.
Yeah, and then you can go back to here why you can see this one does not have hypo, where this one has hypo.
There's a beautiful.
Yeah, so again, one chance on 256 to be able to hit this snake. Pretty amazing, right? So we're gonna keep our quad visual snake right here. It's really, really amazing. Again, guys, this had never been done before. This is really beautiful and really amazing. I can't wait to see how this one hatches out, but we're not there yet, right? So we're talking about 4 visuals. We had one chance on 256. We basically hit the jackpot, but our real jackpot is a 5 gene. So our goal is to have that and add caramel to it, which is simply amazing. Now, you know what, guys? We're at the final of the Super Bowl. We're about to win, right? So it's going to be really amazing. I can't wait. Get ready for this. So, guys, yeah, we didn't win. We did not win. Yes, I know people might say, keep dreaming. It's been 25 years, but there's always another year. We can always make it. At least we hit the Super Bowl. But I'm going to show you guys just another amazing scaleless with caramel that actually I've never hit before. So this is a scaleless caramel sun-kissed. I mean, I can't wait to be able to add some diffused, some hypos to that snake. It's really going to be amazing. But I can say right away, there's no hypo. You can see the black on there. There's no hypo on here. So for sure we did not hit. I mean, it is possible that this snake have diffused. It's really hard to say. When I look at the belly, you can see the checkered marking. The black seems to be a little bit reduced. But again, on caramels, we don't see any red. So I would say that this is what we call a little, so this is a honey scaleless. It's not necessarily how I would think that it would look like, but it's definitely really, really beautiful. I think that as it's going to age, it's going to age really, really well. And that's pretty much it, guys. So again, once a gambler, always a gambler. But in the end, I'm really, really happy with the results. I'm super happy because the truth is we have more years that we're going to be able to do it. My grandfather always told me back before he passed away, he always said, when we gamble, our family has always been unlucky. But that's because we're able to do everything else that we live. We have everything that we want. So we're very lucky to be alive, healthy, and doing what we love and being able to share our passion with you guys. So even though I don't hit the jackpot, and I mean, we hit some awesome looking amazing animal. I mean, again, one chance on 256. I mean, it's more enough to be happy and to be positive. So until then, I'll see you guys at the Super Bowl, and no stress, go Cowboys.